Deion Sanders made headlines a few days ago when he was able to flip the #1 player in the nation from Florida State to Jackson State. Sanders has made headlines in recruiting since taking the Tigers head coaching job and looks to be building something special down in Jackson, Mississippi. So, let's talk about that. Before we talk about what Sanders is currently building, let's go over a little history. The Tigers began playing football in 1911, but would burst onto the national scene in 1958 when they joined the Southwestern Athletic Conference, aka the SWAC. In 1962, Jackson State defeated Florida A&M in the Orange Blossom Classic. They would catapult to dominate in the late 1970s under W.C. Gordon. They won 9 SWAC championships from 1980 to 1995 and captured their second Black College National Championship in 1985. Between 1985 and 1988, they won 28 consecutive conference games. Gordon told the SWAC, "The greatest and proudest accomplishment I made, not winning SWAC championships, but graduating players. That led to them having successful careers." Gordon won 8 SWAC titles and is the winningest coach in Jackson State history with a 118, 47-5 record in 15 seasons. There are only 13 college football teams at any level that have produced more Pro Football Hall of Famers than Jackson State, and they have led the FCS in attendance numbers for multiple years. Their last Black College Football National Championship came in 1996. But from 2014 to 2019, Jackson State failed to have a winning season and went through 3 head coaches, so what do? Enter primetime Deion Sanders. In September of 2020, Deion Sanders was named the 21st head coach at Jackson State. In his introductory press conference, Sanders said, "We're employed by Jackson State, and the dream and goal is to build Jackson State, but the overall big picture of things is to build HBCUs in general. If we get a 5-star or 4-star kid in another HBCU, I think we won. Not we as in Jackson State, but we won in general because now we're leveling the playing field. It's so vital that we shed light on things like why can't these kids have a bowl game at the conclusion of the season? Why aren't these kids being invited to the NFL Combine? Why aren't these kids having the same opportunities other kids are having when you've had 4 Hall of Famers derived from Jackson State University? So that means giving it a level playing field, the same type of locker rooms, the same type of academic resources and software, the same type of tutoring as well as stadiums and fields. Giving the same balance, I guarantee you will see tremendous upside coming from HBCUs. It's very vital that we get that understanding out publicly." Sanders began supporting a metamorphosis at Jackson State, with the school announcing a new facility campaign just 2 weeks after hiring him. Phase 1 included upgrades to the Lee E. Williams Athletic and Assembly Center, the Jackson State University Practice Pavilion, an outdoor track adjacent to the Walter Payton Health and Recreational Center, with 3 or 4 more phases planned in the future. Sanders told Forbes, "The difference has been the resources, definitely. They want to play on national television. They want to know at the end of the day, they have an opportunity to go to the next level. These kids want to know, is there an opportunity at the NFL, at the next level, and can I see that? If they haven't seen that for some time, they aren't apt to join a fraternity of football players at a university. As long as they know there's equality, and not only you can go to Alabama and get to the NFL, but you can go to Jackson State and get to the NFL as such." And it was not just Jackson State doing things for Sanders. Deion Sanders and his 20-plus person machine behind the scenes, including Constance Schwartz-Moreni, partner and co-founder of Smack Entertainment, are exhausting their resources and connections with the NFL, Under Armour, Barstool Sports, and countless other companies and brands to provide Jackson State with their own bounty of resources, according to Michael Loray of Forbes. They moved away from their sponsorship with Nike to partner with Under Armour due to Sanders' personal endorsement deal. Schwartz-Moreni told Forbes, "There's an army, there's a village that is helping not just Jackson State, but HBCUs. We want those kids to have the same chance that an Ivy League kid or a D1 kid has. We're setting up internships with Smack, the NFL, and Barstool. With every partner we have, we're making sure there's a pipeline to succeed." Before Sanders ever coached a game at Jackson State, they had already reinvigorated the program. Not only did they help the school, but also help the small businesses in the area, showcasing them on social media. In his first season at Jackson State, he led the Tigers to a 4-3 record during their spring season. He brought in a ton of talent to the school, having the 55th best recruiting class in 2021, and currently has the 115th best recruiting class in 2022. He brought in a ton of players to the transfer portal as well. Hey you! Yeah, you! Do you think Deion Sanders is building something special at Jackson State? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it because it really helps the video in the algorithm. During his first full season at Jackson State, Sanders led Jackson State to an 11-1 record, with their only loss coming to Louisiana Monroe, 12-7. He led the Tigers to their first conference championship since 2007. He's installed non-negotiable standards at the program, telling a reporter, "What is a win to us at Jackson State? If no one goes pro, I don't feel like we won. If our graduation rate hasn't increased, did we win? My thought process to winning embodies a whole multitude of things. It's not just games." Sanders' sons, Shedeur and Shiloh, have also made key plays for the Tigers all season. Shedeur even won the Jerry Rice Award, which goes to the top freshman in the FCS. Sanders has Jackson State playing against South Carolina State in the Celebration Bowl this weekend. Coach Prime's main goal when taking the Jackson State job was not just to elevate the Tigers, but HBCU schools in general, and he's accomplished that. Tennessee State made headlines hiring Eddie George. The headlines did not stop there, as Jackson State has had a lot more nationally televised games as well. The craziest thing is what Coach Sanders has done on the recruiting trail. The day before the early signing period, Deion Sanders said on Barstool's Unnecessary Roughness, "Let me tell you guys this. Signing day is tomorrow. I'm going on record to tell you we're going to shock the country. I'm telling you right now. You've heard it from me. We're going to shock the country. You're not going to wait until the show airs to air what I'm saying. Every news station, I promise you. Shock the world they did when the #1 player in the 2022 recruiting class, Travis Hunter, announced he was taking his talents to Jackson State. Hunter explained his commitment on Twitter, saying, "Florida State has always been a beacon for me. I grew up down there, that's where my roots are. I never doubted that I would play for the Seminoles. It's a dream that is hard to let go, but sometimes we are called to step into a bigger future than the ones we imagine for ourselves. For me, that future is Jackson State University." Jerry Rice, Doug Williams, and of course the legend JSU's own Walter Payton, historically black colleges and universities have a rich history in football. I want to be a part of that history and more. I want to be a part of that future. I want to make the decision so that I can light the way for others to follow, make it a little easier for the next players to recognize that HBCUs may be everything you want and more. An exciting college experience, a vital community, and a life-changing place to play football. I look forward to working with the iconic Deion Sanders, and especially with my fellow Tigers. Along with Coach Prime, they have made me feel like I'm already a part of the team, like I'm home, and I can't wait to welcome the next class of top athletes into the family of HBCUs. Sanders responded to his commitment on Twitter saying, "I'm on a plane heading to the beloved ATL and I can't wait to land. God is good," with a gif of him celebrating. Steve Wiltfong spoke on the commitment saying, "This is the biggest signing day moment in the history of college football." The crazy thing is, Jackson State may not be done. Deion Sanders is building something special down in Jackson, Mississippi, and I am excited to see what they do over the next few years. But what do you think? Will Jackson State become the best FCS program over the next few years? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out my other videos right here. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.